Are you ready to rock and roll for Christmas? I'm all decked up in all my bells today. I've got my bell to call order. I've got my bell on my hat. I haven't got any bells on my gloves, but I've got bells on my jumper. So there you go. There you go. I'm all decked up.
And I thought I was going to be early.
He thought he were going to be early, and he were going to get past me. Yeah, there's not much getting past me, is there? There's not much getting past me.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas to you, boy. So, I promised you Christmas decorations this week, didn't I? These are my gloves that I wear in the office when I'm typing. If you saw it this morning, I've been to Blackpool this morning, and I've been on the promenade and in the town centre walking around making videos for you lovely people for the Christmas period, because I'm going to have some time off. I'm going to sit on my big fat bum eating sweets and cake and watching the telly. So I think I've worked out for that. So I've been out in the cold. Oh, do you like that? I've not got my Liberty bodice on today. Couldn't get it underneath my fairy costume. Let me just tip that down a little bit. Yes, so I've made you some videos. There's a 4-part walk round Blackpool town centre, and I'll be uploading those one at a time over the course of the Christmas break. So even though I've had my Liberty bodice on and my thick cardigan and my thick coat and my gloves and all the rest of it, I've kind of come back with that cold right through to the middle feeling. So I thought I'd just pop my gloves on while I thaw, and then when I start getting warm, I can take them off, can't I? I wear these in the office when I'm typing, because you know what they say about people having cold hands and a warm heart. Well, my little fingers, they shiver like you won't believe. I've got various pairs of fingerless gloves that I wear for typing, so I can type away, you see, while I've got them on. So it looks a little bit odd in July if we have a really cold day and I've got my Christmas gloves on, though. Never mind, doesn't matter. So, are you all ready for Christmas? We tried to order some roses. Our online delivery comes from Sainsbury's on a Tuesday. So today we've had a special delivery because we've bought all those naughty things that you're not supposed to eat when you're not supposed to be putting weight on. So we tried to order a tub of roses and a tub of Quality Street, because we couldn't remember which ones we liked best, so we thought we'd have both. And they didn't have any roses. So Kevin's going to have to find some roses when he goes shopping on Wednesday or Thursday. And our friendly jeweller that has the shop on Cleveley's High Street, he's put a little video on Facebook today of the queue at Marks and Spencer's in Cleveley's at 11:15 yesterday, which would have been Monday. And if you're familiar with Cleveley's, or if you remember it from our video, Marks and Spencer's is kind of up towards the tramway, and the queue was right down the high street to opposite Home Bargains. So poor Kevin's, I think he'd better take his camp stool, because he's gonna be stood waiting ages. He's nominated shopper because he's got the capacity for standing up long enough. Yes, Kat says that Sainsbury's have got roses. I don't doubt for 1 minute that Sainsbury's sell roses, but our Sainsbury's didn't have any roses to send us. So we shall just have to make do with the Quality Street. Although we did order a Christmas pudding. Yes, I know we've got we've already got me. Why do we need another Christmas pudding? Normally we would get all that kind of thing early in the year, and we would get sort of, as you get into December, you start buying odds and ends, don't you? You start buying things that you can put on one side. So normally we would have had our Christmas puddings a few weeks, but no, we'd forgotten. So we had a vote on it last night and decided what we wanted. So we decided that we were going to have a Christmas pudding. So our Chrissy is not right keen on the taste of alcohol. So she said, let's have the alcohol-free one. So that's what we ordered. Anyway, they're obviously out of stock as well. And they've sent pecan. Say hello, Kevin.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy your brew.
They've sent a Taste the Difference one with salted pecan and salted caramel sauce, I think it is, which looks very nice, and it was twice the price of the one we ordered. So that was a good substitution, I reckon. I think we came out better on that one. So, what do you do for Christmas? Well, do you think we look like one another, Mr. UK Hacks? I'm not sure that we do. I'm not sure that we do. I mean, for a kick-off, I've got more hair. Did you hear that, Kevin?
Are you talking about me?
No, darling.
Oh.
Christmas, yes. Well, going back a long time, we didn't have particularly good experience at Christmas. We kind of, yeah, it all went pear-shaped. Kevin used to work over Christmas. He he thinks you'll look more like me rather than me looking like you. Kevin used to work over Christmas as well, because he used to work for that great banking institution called HSBC. He went there in the days when it was called Midland Bank, if you can remember that far back. Yes, that far back. And he worked at the computer centre, which was just outside Sheffield, near where we lived. And it ran 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. So he always ended up working at Christmas. So every year when he came home and started talking about Christmas holidays, because we'd not got kids, it was a case of, right, you can work because you've not got kids. So every year I got mad. So I used to do that. You know that face that your wife pulls when she goes, I'm not happy. Like that. I used to do that every year. Because he always used to end up having to go to work. Will I welcome Helen to the channel? Of course I'll welcome Helen to the channel. Hi, Helen. If you're wondering, yes, we're all insane. So I used to get mad. And then of course we had various kind of, you know, the family things that go on at Christmas. And then one year my granddad died the day after Boxing Day, which his birthday was on Boxing Day, so that was doubly awful. And then about 10 maybe years later, my grandma died on the 10th of December, so we ended up burying her just before Christmas, so it kind of put us off completely and left a very kind of feeling. So anybody that's got bad memories from Christmas and don't like it, you've got my sympathy. Anyway, it became a revelation, because the second year after my grandma had died, we said, right, that's it, we just can't face this. We're just not bothering. So we had no presents, we had no faffing about, we put the tree up and had sort of, you know, Christmas dinner and all that kind of thing, but we didn't have any presents. We just stopped buying anything. Oh, and it's very liberating. It feels a little bit odd the first couple of years when you do it, but then in years kind of 3, 4, 5 onwards, it's wonderful, because you watch everybody else scurrying about like nutcases, buying Christmas presents. You don't have to buy any. I having said that, it's easy for us because there's literally just us four. So we've not got kind of shed loads of nieces and nephews and all that kind of stuff. So we don't need to go through all that rigmarole. So we can make our decisions, and then if we want something, we buy it when we see it. I'm going to take my gloves off now because I'm starting to thaw a little bit now I'm talking to you. You're warming me up. I've got my reindeers on standby. If we need any more bells. So that's what we will be doing at Christmas. Now, our mad gang of reprobates at the Russell Beach group, we know how to party at Christmas, and normally at Christmas we start at the beginning of December. Oh, did you lose your mum as well, Russell? It's awful, isn't it? It's really, really, it's I don't know, it just makes you shudder. So we start in December at the Russell Beach group, and we do most of it. We do most of it over at the venue, which is our local, just up the road, which is closed. So we start in December and we go to party afternoon first, and they do because none of us are big going out at night people. We like doing our razzing in an afternoon. So we go to party afternoon and they have a singer on, and we play bingo, and we have Christmas dinner, and we pull crackers, and we make a noise, and we just generally act silly, which is really... Do we make a noise, says T-Boy. Yes, it's really good fun. We did learn last year not to sit Kevin next to another guy that we call Peter K, because his second name is Kerijato. Well, did they misbehave when they got together? They kept us entertained all afternoon, they did. Yeah, so that's good fun. So we start off with that in week 1. Week 2, we have our Christmas social meeting. So if you think kids' party games played by people who are old enough to know better, usually. So that's sort of pass the parcel and what do you call it, musical chairs. That's another good one. So we play children's party games and eat mince pies and make a bit more noise and act a bit more raucously. Pin the tail on the donkey is a good one as well. One year we did and my mother stuck it somewhere where she perhaps shouldn't have stuck it. That was very, very, very funny. And then in week 3, we have another Christmas party, and we go back to the venue again, and we have our Russell Beach proper Christmas sit-down dinner. So we all pitch up in our tidy clothes, which is a revelation because we never see one another tidy. And we have our Christmas dinner, and then we do a quiz, and then we act silly, and we let streamers off and all the rest of it, and then we leave them with the mess to tidy up afterwards. And then in between that we do a beach cleans as well. So we have our Christmas dinner, we have sandwiches and whatnot when we've had our Christmas dinner. So we just spend all December partying, which is normally really, really nice. And of course this year we've done nothing, just like everybody else. But at least we're still alive to tell the tale. We've not got coronavirus, touch wood, because that would be awful, wouldn't it? So on Christmas Day, we shall be us 4. We shall be sat on our settee. We shall be doing as little as possible. And then after Christmas lunch is over and my father and my husband have washed up, we shall watch the telly. So that's what we're going to do, just like millions of other people. And I can't wait. And then, after I've had a rest and sat with my feet up for long enough, I'm going to turn my attention back to making cottages. But first of all, I need to go on the beach and I need to find some wood because I need wood for bases. So here, in best Blue Peter tradition, here I have one I prepared earlier. Are you ready? So this is my only last little remaining driftwood production. So this is the one beach hut that I've got left. So I've been making cottages, beach huts, Christmas scenes, you name it. And I just not right enjoyed doing it. I found my creative mojo, I think. So I'm going to start applying myself to making things for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and be a bit more organised than I was at Christmas. So that's my activity for Christmas. So apart from eating too much, that's what I'm going to be doing. So don't forget, people, there's plenty to watch on our YouTube channel. Now I know all you lovely people that are watching it while we're talking are all subscribers, and that's how you knew that we were doing this today. But anybody that's watching it on replay and wondering what on earth you've come to, this is not the normal kind of production that we do, because normally we're out and about and we're off all over the place doing all kinds of videos. And as I said on the new ones I've done this morning, it's a little bit challenging at this time of year because the weather's been awful. I mean, today it's not bad at all. I looked at the weather forecast on the app and said Tuesday, that's my day, I'm off. So the weather's been grim, it's been raining and cold and windy. It's not video weather at all. Everything's shut. So all the events, attractions, anything that's normally doing something is all closed. It's December, so it's got that kind of grey and cold look to it. And we're in the middle of a lockdown, so I'm a bit limited in terms of what I can actually do at the minute. But I have a list, and I've shown you this little book before. This is my little book of all my ideas, and I have more than one list, as you can see in my little book. And that's what we'll be doing next year. So you need to subscribe, and you need to hit that little bell for notifications, and then you can come with me in my little book and find out all kinds of interesting things about the FYLDE Coast in 2021. I'm not sure how many videos I've made this year. It's over 200, I'm sure it is. It must be thick and in fact, just a minute, I might be able to tell you the answer to that. Content, does it not tell you? No. Does it tell you? Here's me thinking. There's 121 pages, put it that way, on my admin panel on YouTube. So it looks as if there's probably about 20 on a page, so I've done more than I thought I had. No, it's a work special, that. And the reason I like this one is because it's sewn. Eric will understand this because Eric likes bookbinding. It's sewn down the spine. So when you do that, the pages don't pop out, and so it's good for that. So some of the early ones that are on our channel from earlier on in the year have actually not been. I've not done a thumbnail, a cover photo for them. So I'm going to go back through them and I'm going to have a look. And I'm going to do thumbnails and things, and as I do that, I'll share them. So just keep a lookout. Matthew's just made a very good point, and he said, much love to anybody that's lost somebody at Christmas. Yes, because they give you this chocolate box view of Christmas should be absolutely fantastic, and it should be the best time of the year, and it's not for everybody. And you're not normal if it's not good for you. Right, somebody says found
Sorry.
found visit FYLDE COAST from searching, and it went off because we got cough in the background. Matthew's just made a very good point, saying much love to everybody that has lost somebody, and don't think you're weird if Christmas is not a good time for you. Just kind of hold your nose and remember it'll soon be January. Although having said that, we might be back into another lockdown by then, might we? But you can always watch our videos, and I will do my best to cheer you up wherever I can. I promise. Right, David, why have you got a bone to pick with me? David's put a message on. I'm trying to read. That's why I've got my specs on, because otherwise I can't actually read what's coming up. So I'm reading your comments as I'm trying to remember what I'm going to say next, which is challenging because I can't remember what I'm going to say next. So the best of times I just stop in mid-conversation and say, what? Saturday night I thought for Sunday dinner I would have sausage and chips, so looking forward to sausage and chips. And then I put a vlog on Sunday about dog poo. I'm sorry, David. Did you see your sausages and think one thing? I was walking that day when I did that vlog. I was walking on the beach. I'd been walking down the seafront, and I watched a woman get out of a car with two dogs. She got two collie dogs. You could tell they were collies because they've got cauliflowers. Never make a comedian, would I? Anyway, so the dogs went on the beach and relieved themselves. And I'm looking at the woman, trudging under my breath, thinking, you better be picking that up. And she stood at the side of her van, just obliviously kind of watching him. Hi, Frosty. You're back this week. We missed you last week. So I kept sort of turning around and looking at her in that pick that up kind of way that you do. And I thought to myself, I bet if she knew I'd not been giving her the eye, I bet any money that she would have just walked off and left it, because the dogs were on the, you know, where you get that thick twiggy strand line thing. Her dogs were on that. And I mean, how you find it when you're 10 minutes away and stood watching, I do not know. So I'm giving her the daggers, and I thought that's the subject for this weekend's vlog. We'll talk about dog poo, because it literally is the bane of my life, and anybody who is very eagle-eyed might have even noticed that I've even got a bag of dog poo bags on my desk. Just what every internet publisher wants, dog poo bags. Actually, these are really handy. Yeah, I don't know whether, if you've got a dog, you'll know what I mean, but if you've not, I mean, we don't use these. We buy them little snappy bags on a roll. While we're talking about dog muck. Resist it. While we're talking about dog muck, we buy them little white snappy bags. And when we're taking our dogs out, we put a piece of toilet roll inside the bag. So you can, when you get to the pile, you can put your hand in the bag and then use the piece of toilet roll like that to pick the pile up, and then holding onto the pile, turn it inside out, knot it up and get rid of it, because I don't like that warm squishy feeling you get. So there you go. Anyway, safety first. Absolutely, Frosty, because we don't want dog muck on our fingers, do we? But these, can you hear T-Boy? He says you can tell she's never had any kids. These are really handy little bags if you've not got a dog. They're small ones. You can get bigger ones than that. if you've got a big dog. You see him coming on the beach with a supermarket carrier bag, and you sort of look at him and think, oh, please no. But seriously, they're for when we go on the beach with the kids, and we give them a dog poo bag so that they can put things in it, not dog milk, not dog milk. I'll just have a slurp because I've got a little. Bang goes your sausage and chips for tonight. Yes, I'd have chips and egg if I were you, David. Yeah, the good little bags actually, Eric. I've been recycling all kinds of different things. Anyway, I've got some shout outs to do, apart from the ones that we've already done. Hi, Danny. Phil Deftly is going to work, so he can't be with us today. And he says he'd like to do a shout out for all the members and all our family. And we wish you a very Merry Christmas as well too, Phil. And he also had a question to ask. On the video I did this morning, the live one that I did on the seafront at the Colonnades near the old Hilton Hotel, the Grand as it is now. He says, are they repainting? Is the council going to repaint the walls because they look a mess? Well, they do, to be fair to Blackpool Council, they do repaint all that seafront quite frequently. They do it certainly every few years. But because it's old rendering, it's not as flat as new rendering would be, so it holds the dirt more. But it's so exposed to the weather, it gets dirty practically as soon as it's been done. But they do repaint it. Irene, big welcome to Irene. She's new to the channel and she's enjoying the videos, and she lives in Blackpool, so it's interesting to see what's going on, because if we don't know the answer, we usually know where to find it. Just going back to chips and egg, David says he doesn't like egg. I don't think you can beat chips, egg and baked beans. Delicacy. Never mind all this fancy stuff. Fiona has gone shopping before the shops are all empty. Good luck with that, Fiona. I bet it's like a stampede. And now that they've mentioned trouble at ports and lockdowns and viruses and all that kind of thing, you can, well, I mean, they might as well just say starve, might they? So that'll be good fun. I hate shopping. I hate all this Christmas rubbish when you've got to. Everybody acts as if everything's going to be shut for 12 months. So good luck with your shopping, Fiona. We'd like to know how you went on and whether you murdered anybody in the aisles. So something else I'm going to be doing over the holidays, and I have a beauty tip here. I've mentioned a couple of times a project that we're doing called Coast Watchers. Andrew says it's very busy in Doncaster. Ouch. And we're collecting your photographs in a timeline. So it'll be like a calendar of daily pictures. So if you've been to Blackpool or Cleveley's or St Anne's or anywhere like that, is that my real hair or is it attached to the hat? It's my real hair. It's all fastened on. You can tell it's real because it's scraggy.
You can see box.
Yeah, you can see it box. Yeah, so if you've been to Blackpool or the FYLDE Coast anywhere, Cleveley's, Lytham, St Anne's, Fleetwood this year, and you've taken any photographs, just have a look at the timestamp on the picture and you can upload them. Tell me what date they were taken, and then they will appear in the right place in the timeline, and I'll approve them for you. So I'm going to be putting some posters up over the holidays, so I've asked Kevin to start printing me some off. So while I've been out this morning, he's put one on my desk. I'm quite sure why I've got one. Anyway, I've got some bits of wood and I'm going to laminate these and stick them to the wood, and then we're going to go out and put them up on the sea front. So that's another little job that we're going to do over the holidays. So we might do you a video of putting them up, because if last time we put them up was anything to go by, that in itself could be entertaining. So that's another job for another day. I've been tidying up. I've actually managed to see sends in my email inbox, so that's a big relief. Oh, and this morning when I came back in, I got a thank you card. No, the wood's not from the DIY shop, Eric. It's actually, well, I don't know where it's come from, to be honest. I think it's out of packing and boxes. I think it might be out of the boxes that the picture frames come in. But I've got 3 or 4 pieces, and it's that thin plywood that's ideal for that kind of thing. Oh, have you finished for Christmas? Oh, that's good. I'm going to do some jobs when I've spoken to you lovely people this afternoon, and then I think I'm more or less done, to be honest. I'm hoping it's back to normal by next summer, Andrew. If it's not, I think we'll all be screaming blue murder. Thank you card. Yeah, so I came back to a thank you card that had come in the post. So when you open it, I'll not expect you to read that, because it's quite little writing. And it's come from Janice and Gus MacDonald, if you're watching. And they live at Edinburgh. And they've sent me a card to say thank you for the videos. We discovered them a few weeks ago and we are enjoying watching them, and the videos are great, very much enjoyed. They remind us that there is a world out there. Well, all your hard work in producing them is much appreciated. Well, thank you ever so much, Janice and Gus, if you're watching, because that made my day. And just I've actually done Sunday's vlog while I was out this morning. You'll have to wait for Sunday to see what I said, but it was perfect timing, and it kind of fit in very well with that. So, has anybody got any questions? Has anybody got any shout outs that they want doing? Does anybody want me to repeat anything? Does anybody want to say anything? Am I looking forward to Christmas Day? Well, they're all the same. You sent me a message on the Visit FYLDE Coast Facebook page last week. Did I get it? I think I did, David, but I'll be perfectly honest. I get so many messages. Have I recorded a Christmas Day special? No, I've not. I'm going to show you something, Eric, in the cupboard. You just bear with me a second. In the cupboard, Chef Kevin's junk. We did a calendar. Oh, goodness me. In 2016.
Good grief.
Would you believe? That's the first thing, pretty much, that we did. And it had got all lovely pictures of the FYLDE Coast in it. And that's just one of a few odd ones that we've got left. So there you go. That was one of our first projects, that. So we might revisit that next year. We'll see how it goes, because we've had a really good year this year with our shop, because everybody's been shopping online. Elvis says, well, Andy says, can I say hello to his girlfriend Susan in Kettering? So hello, girlfriend in Kettering. Frosty thinks I look glamorous. I look like a pixie. Never mind glamorous. I don't know. I'm working a thirst up. Talking to you lovely people. So, I think I've finally run out of things to say. We've been talking 35 minutes. What was I saying about the message? Oh yes, I got sidetracked, didn't I, David? I get so many messages on Facebook and notifications and things. So I've got an automatic answer reply thing saying if you want me to read and digest anything and remember it and act on it, you need to send me an email. So the world and his cat has got my email address. You need to just send me an email if you want a particular shout out or anything like that. And I'm not doing a live next week. No, I'm having one off for Christmas. So I'm going to have a bit of a rest. I'm going to give these two a rest from listening to me. 5 minutes.
No chance.
T-Boy says no chance. So, without any more of ado, I'm going to finish my jobs off before Christmas. I'm going to wish you all a happy Christmas. And, well, what can you say about the new year? A better new year than 2020. And we'll look forward to a better, more normal year together in 2021. That sounds very odd, doesn't it? 2021. And I hope you're all safe and keep well, keep away from, can I give a shout out to Samantha, who is working hard at Iceland in Cleveland? Hey, of course. You're sterling. Keep yourself safe, keep away from the bugs, keep away from other people, keep away from strangers. And then we can wander about the FYLDE Coast next year together. So you'll have a lovely Christmas and a good start to the new year. And remember, Christmas is just another day. It'll soon be over. It'll soon be over. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you soon. Bye. Bye.